All right, Cancer. Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading that is also timeless. Hello, welcome. I have a slew of cards out today. I didn't know what I was going to be using. I have the Tarot of Curious Creatures, the Cosmic Tarot, the Hermetic Tarot, the Rider-Waite Tarot, and the Starman Tarot, which you all haven't seen yet. I don't think you're gonna see it. not right now. I'm not picking up that vibe. So, in fact, I'll be straight up with you. Tarot of Curious Creatures, that cartoony deck, wanted out today for you. So we will be kicking it off with that. I don't know what I'll be using for clarification yet, although I kind of feel like cosmic. I'm thinking cosmic. But anyway, we'll get right into it. It's my absolute pleasure and joy to read for your highest good and your highest outcome. So welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much. It means the world to me that you're watching my channel, that you trust me with something like this. So without further ado, Cancer, let's get right into it. I did shuffle these thoroughly before, but I do not recall cutting the deck. So we're going to cut the deck right now, and then we'll get into it. All right. Here we go. Kicking things off with the Six of Wands. All right, that's great. That's great energy to kick it off with. We've got the Ten of Swords. All right. We have the Ace of Cups. Cha-ching. And underlying the deck here, my friends, is the Two of Swords. Okay. So that impasse... That energy of an impasse. However, there's a calmness there. You've got time to think. You've got time to calculate and be creative about how you resolve said impasse. Okay. I do think though that you basically, I think you cracked the code. In other words, you've become victorious. You've become victorious in how you're getting past this obstacle of something being over. There's finally been a finish in this, a completion in this energy, which is fantastic. Of course, we love this. And that leaves the door wide open for a brand new opportunity to come in, you know, with this Ace of Cups. Beautiful. There's two swans making a little heart shape inside the cup there, offered by an octopus tentacle. Which is very strange to me. It reminds me of, like, I don't know why I'm thinking of the Kraken. It reminds me of the Kraken. I don't even think is the Kraken? Yeah, it's a giant squid, right? I don't know. That's strange. Why is that? That's interesting. I don't know. We'll see if that comes back around. I'm not sure. But with the Two of Swords on the underlying... And the, do I have three cards here? I do. Okay, with the Two of Swords underlying and this Ten of Swords and everything, I almost wonder if it has to do with this Ace of Cups maybe being sort of false. I don't know. Let's check it out. Regarding the Six of Wands, we've got the Empress. We have the King of Cups. And we have the Five of Wands here. All right. Awesome. Underlying the deck is the Seven of Swords. Underlying the deck is the Seven of Swords. I think this this Ace of Cups may be somewhat fall. Something about it isn't on the up and up, and I think you see it. In other words, I think you're seeing it. Now, I take it as it resonates, obviously. I feel like many of you are stepping into this Empress energy, and I think on this channel especially, I think we've danced around this whole Emperor, Empress thing for a long time, ever since like March, you know, when Cancer, when you just showed up out of the blue in droves, and that was beautiful. Thank you. That was such a treat. Anyway, and we also have this King of Cups here, you know, this I feel like it's kind of both. I kind of feel like this is primarily your energy, both of these in a sense, because you've obtained sort of a mastery of your emotions. There's been an emotional element, Cancer. You're really the Queen of Cups traditionally, and that is the nurturing, motherly, beautiful energy in the tarot. But there's become a balance of that with an emotional maturity. and a mastery of your emotions in a sense that you don't let them get out of hand as much. Because if things get set off the wrong way, eventually you'll pinch. I know I don't ever want to cross one of you. I don't ever want to cross a Cancer. Anyway, and then we have this Five of Wands, this conflict, which is, of course, taking us into the Six of Wands. I feel like you've overcome this this conflict, this sparring match. The exchange of ideas that's going on here. It's between two people, and they both have two wands. If you think about it, that's 4 wands. It's a 4 of Wands situation with that extra one on the ground. So the stability between two people is sort of come apart. The stability of the 4 of Wands is collapsing under the 5th wand. However, something about that is emerging in some form of a victory. But yeah, something wasn't quite on the up and up there. Let's get some clarification on this 3 of Swords. We have the 9 of, or did I say 3 of Swords? I'm so sorry. Well, there you go. I don't know what that was all about, but the 10 of Swords is what we're actually clarifying, which is a finality. We have the 9 of Swords here. All that fear, right? All that anguish, all of it, all the pain, and it's all the emotional pain. I think you've overpowered that in many ways. Cancer, I think you've overpowered that in many, many ways. So, let's see here. Let's get right into it. Da, 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 da. All right. We'll do one more shuffle for you, Cancer. All right, 9 of Swords. We have the 10 of Cups. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. Underlying the deck is the Princess of Cups, or the Page of Cups. Yeah, the Page of Cups. I was saying that tentacle seemed shifty. It's like I do wonder that this was sort of the promise maybe that was made to you in the past, right? Of how you're the Empress, how you're going to go about building an empire with somebody, right? Not building, like a false emperor in a sense. It came crashing down, I think. I mean, you realized there was something about it. There was fear. They could definitely have gotten scared. Maybe they folded under pressure. I don't know. They could have just run out on you. This 10 of Cups is really interesting. She's just sitting by herself. And that's so not the traditional, the traditionals, the two people. It's the happiness and, happily ever after kind of card, emotionally, right? But she sits by herself. It's like you were waiting. I kind of feel like you were waiting there. That's the vibe, because it's this Empress energy. I mean, you got your shit together. And it's like, it's almost like you just filled all these cups and then you were just waiting for somebody to kind of come sit down with you. They wanted to, that like there was this, we're going to go build something kind of energy. And it's like you just sort of, you said, okay, and you just started building. And you really, I think you found a lot of empowerment here, actually. You truly did. I feel like you found a lot of empowerment here because you were waiting for them to sort of throw in a helping hand on this whole idea, right? And next thing you know, you're sitting there by yourself, fulfilled. You filled all 10 cups and you just like, right? I mean, wow, that is something. That is something. I'll say this though, Cancer. I mean, that speaks to your character immensely. And that speaks to your character immensely. And we already know this. Like, here at Mad on Life Tarot, we know. We know, Cancers. Y'all are the shit. We know. It's cool. All right. let me go ahead and get one more shuffle in here, and we'll clarify this Ace of Cups for you, Cancer. Yeah. All right. We've got the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so the focus on your own work, your own craft. Again, you've been cultivating your own world, you know. We went from 3 to 8 here. We have the Queen of Swords. This is probably the energy that you may have cultivated in recent times. That bad bitch energy, you know, like you're gonna call a spade now, which I believe is the sword. So you're gonna call a sword, and use the sword as needed. We've got the Tower. The Tower. Yeah, and you know, a rapid change. It's something definitely came down here. It was divinely, and it was from the divine. You see that? Oh, I'm so bad at this. I don't know which eye that is. If that's Ra or Horus. Do I have that even right? I think so. You'll have to forgive me. I am not as keen to the Egyptology fascination that many of you are in the spiritual community. It's not been my main point of reference. I'm more of like a space alien guy. But anyway, we have the divine intervening here to collapse something that was being built. The false empire, right? Underlying the deck is the Eight of Wands. So look at this. Taken off. Like, that recognition. The Eight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Tower. It's like when it fell, you had the Queen of Swords is very intuitive. She's very intuitive. She sees it as it is, right? When that tower fell, you recognize it. You're like, okay, I'm not going to try to rebuild this tower. I'm going to move along, or I'm going to build it in the way that it was meant to be built. In other words, you know, focusing on your own stuff, understanding things as they are, and moving forward in a different energy. And I think that clarity of perception and the ability to make adjustments is really what brought you into the Empress energy. That was sort of the missing piece. Air being one of the masculine elements. There was an element of your assertiveness and taking sort of command of your own life that really brought you into the Empress energy, and it was divinely guided. It was inspired. You know, the divine wanted you to find that within yourself. The ability to perceive truth, operate in truth, communicate truth, and not accept anything less than truth, right? And look at it launched you. And the Eight of Wands on the bottom, it just launched you forward. It just gave you propulsion that you did not previously have. And so now you've got these 8 wands, and you're doing some kind of incredible split jump kick move. Very enthusiastically flying through the air, ready to kick ass. And look good doing it. Like, it's like, I don't know if this is a dance move or a jump kick. It's both. It's both, Cancer. You just show up like... You show up like a sexy ninja? I don't know. You show up like a sexy ninja. Kicking ass and being all cool. All right. Cancer. I don't know. You're probably like, what is with this guy? Why does he always deliver these bubbly messages to me? Well, most of you need to hear bubbly messages. I know we did some, I think, I don't remember if it was last week or the week before, but it was like this ominous doomy tone. No, I think that message was received and we can hang that phone up. God, I hope so. Somebody got the message, is taking action, and now we can move on. All right. We've got the Knight of Swords that came out as a potential outcome here. That's some swiftness. Either you or something coming towards you in a very quick manner. We've got... We'll do 2 more shuffles here. All right. We've got... Hello. We've got the Devil. It's kind of the reverse of the Knight of Swords in a lot of ways. And we have the Page of Wands. The persistence in holding on to your authenticity. Underlying the deck, we have Death. Scorpio energy, child of the great transformation, deaths leading to new beginnings, death in the Ten of Swords, leading into something new. I think what I'm getting here, dear Cancer, is for some of you, you're going to have other things coming at you, still coming in swiftly, right? And I don't know if it'll be sort of encouraging you to hold fast to something. I think this might be the other person coming back around again. You know, trying to win you back. Something like that. This is not a good thing. I don't think we want this back. It's because it's a bit paradoxical. It's like coming in quickly to offer a change of staying the same. It's quite deceptive. Oh, baby, I just want things to go back the way they were. And I'll do anything to make that happen. It's like, well, you want me to give my power back to you. Right? And then we've got the Page of Wands here again. But this, I love this one. This zebra is getting down with the bad self, letting their freak flag fly, operating in true authenticity. The Page of Wands, a recalibration on what you're truly passionate about. It comes right after the Ten of Wands, when you release the burden, and then you see clearly what you're really about, and you get a chance to be authentic. And that revitalization of your authenticity brings so much spiritual healing. This is profound. The Page of Wands is profound. I mean, in the writer, it's like just a person staring at a wand, but no, it's profound. It really is. Oh, Cancer. I forgot what the underlying was. I don't even know if I said. Oh yeah, Death. That's right. Yeah, this is a transformative period in your life. You're learning how to release what was underneath it. It just, do you see it do that? Six of Cups is underneath it. Okay, so this was something long-standing, but you're learning how to let go of something. Learning how to let go of something that needed to be let go of, and I think I feel like the potential outcome here, we are entering retrograde season, I think today, Mercury retrograde. I was listening to some astrology earlier, and Leo King, by the way, for those of you who are interested. All of the planets that are masculine energies, Mars is becoming stationary and it's about to go backwards. All the other masculine planets are already retrograding. So the entire masculine energy, astrologically speaking, is like going retro. The feminine is charging forward. Venus is full stop going forward. It's your feminine energy is going to be progressing along rather beautifully, and it doesn't matter your gender. Here we all have masculine and feminine energies within us. The masculine energy is going to go through some real difficulty at this time, and I think that's part of this devil energy. The emphasis on the material world with this devil energy. This is Saturn. It's masculine. Yes, my friends. Yes, my friends, it is. Saturn and Jupiter retrograde. Mars is about to go retrograde. I mean, it's a lot of energy going retro in the masculine, and it's going to bring about a lot of shadow work, I think, for the masculine folks. The ones that hadn't taken the brilliant opportunity that we had to do the work. If they didn't do the work, they're about to go take another trip around the karmic washing machine, so to speak. So those of you that are in the more predominantly feminine energy, I wouldn't be surprised if if Mr. Wonderful comes back around. Just be wary of that. I was oblivious to this masculine. I'm not a good astrologer. I'm amateur, very amateur. I'm just beginning to learn. I'm a student. I'm not even going to call myself an amateur because I'm not professing to do astrology. I am mostly parroting information that I'm learning and picking up. So I'm in the early student phases of astrology, and I really need a much deeper understanding of it. But I trust the Leo King and those guys because they're spot on the money about this stuff. They really are. Now, potential outcome line, we did have the fox come out. This is sly. This is that sly. It can be sly and sneaky energy, which was the Seven of Swords we saw earlier. Okay, yeah, the Mr. Wonderful will emerge from his hole in the dirt to offer you something. What would that potentially be? Lenormand, let's get into this. 3-card spread for you, Cancer. I'm also an amateur Lenormand reader. So those of you that are familiar with Lenormand, if I butcher this, sorry. This is still for you, I think. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. I should stop apologizing. That sounds like a pretty masculine retro thing to say, huh? I should stop apologizing. I'm going to expand in being unapologetic. Double-edged sword there. Okay. We've got the woman. Yeah, you're central to this 3-card spread. And then we got the Tower. Isolation. Also, convention, tradition. It's sort of institutional kind of energy, right? There's a stronghold. You're surrounded. I'm kind of surrounded. Underlying is a key. Underlying is not a thing. There may be a key to this whole message for you, though. I don't know. I'm drawing outside the lines with that. Drawing outside the lines altogether because I'm not a good artist. Okay, shut up. All right, we've got the fox, the bird, or the woman. I just called you a bird. Look at that bird. See what I mean about retrograde? It's happening to me right before your eyes. Mercury retrograde. 6 weeks of fun. Let's go. I don't know if it's 6 weeks. I forget. Anyway, dear Cancer, you are stuck between some sneaky energy. Like there's motion being offered here. It's sort of the dichotomy of the devil and then the Knight of Swords, in that you've got motion on one side and fixed energy on another side. It's not really fixed. It's technically cardinal. It's Capricorn, but the illusion of a fixed energy. Some of you, it's like with this card, this Tower, being institutional and everything else. It's like it could even be like a literally an ex that you may have been married to, something like that. It could be like an ex-husband or a wife or whatever, right? I feel like you're stuck in between this opportunity. It's going to be persuasive to move forward with the fox. They're going to be persuading you. The other side of things is like this call to some institutional belief. I can't understand this. It is a hospital. It can represent a hospital too. I don't know. The fox is feeling isolated though. Like, I feel like this person feels isolated. They're lonely. They're lonely and they're reaching for you because they're lonely. There's going to be, like I said, this retrograde of the masculine energies is like, it's going to bring about all this, what might have been energy about various people in their past, so just be aware of that. I feel like really for most of you, it's just that this person from the past is feeling lonely. They're going to they could potentially be coming towards you with a lot of sneaky energy, trying to manipulate, trying to pull on your heartstrings, Cancer. Okay. I'm retrograding pretty hard now with my communication skills, so I'm going to take off. Cancer, thank you so much for being here. It was honestly my pleasure. It's my joy to read for you each and every week on Water Wednesdays. So best of luck with this energy. I genuinely hope to see you next Wednesday, and have a beautiful, beautiful week. Remember who you are. You are the Empress. And not every cup that comes towards you is a good one. Okay? All right. Take care, friends.